Now we're going to go into some stretches that you kind of told us about.
Yep, you bet. A great warm-up or even finishing your day stretch. Go ahead and do a lunge, Jesse. And by all means, if you have a hard surface, get a nice soft pillow for your knees here. And now, we're just going to add a little bit of accessory stretch. We're just going to glide forward, reach this arm, like I say, palm to the ceiling, stretches the whole front of our body here. Hip flexor, the abdominal wall, the chest and pec, the arm stretch, nice gentle stretch to the back, and hold this for maybe 30 seconds. And we'll do each side a couple times. And let's reverse do the other side. The biggest problem, both athletes and non-athletes alike, is we get tight in the front and weak in the back. So we want to stretch the front of the body. Okay, and from here, let's drop into pigeon pose. Now, Jesse's a little bit tight here, okay? So what I want to do is I want to protect his back. Okay, so I want to make sure that he gets squared off. He might have to raise up a little bit. Good. I want this not twisted back here. Okay, I want him to keep his head and chest up. I don't want him to arch his back. So if he works on this, he'll get a little bit stretched more in the front, and he'll get the left back of the hip. So if he works on this a little more, let me demonstrate for you here. Bring left player up here. What I don't want to do is, okay, let's say I'm stuck here. I don't want to arch my neck and back. I want to keep my neck and back straight and just kind of sit down into it. I don't want to twist my back like this. I want my back flat. Protect my neck and back and make my hips do all the stretching in the back on the left side and in the front on the right side. So reach that foot back, good posture. If that feels good, maybe I can drop to one knee. Just because you see the yoga people with their head down the floor, I don't want you to do that and get all the stretch from your back. It's your hips we're trying to stretch. And again, hold for 30 seconds, do 3 times each side. A couple times a week, at least 3 times a week.
So those 2 stretches to help with hip flexor mobility. And you had one more that you mentioned to me earlier.
Yep, we stretched the back with the pigeon. Mm-hmm. We did the lunge pose to stretch the front of the hip. Now we're going to stretch the side of the hip. First, we're going to kind of test it because a lot of people have tightness in their hip. Sometimes they need to stretch it. Sometimes they don't need to stretch it. So we've already kind of tested you. We know you are tight. So when you bring your leg over, okay, and you get your back and spine kind of horizontal with the ceiling here, if your knee is way short of the ground, then this is tight. We need to stretch it. But if it goes well beyond past the floor and you're real flexible here and it's just irritated, then you got a tendonitis problem. Something different needs to be dealt with. But this is a great stretch. A lot of people just try to do this stretch to crack their back. But what you really do is try to get this part of the hip, the outside of the hip, really stretched and mobilized, especially for a lot of guys out there, outdoorsmen, get really tight in here. So this can be a great stretch to help with that. Even somebody get a tennis ball and rub it out in there, rub it along the side can help as well.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this dissection of the lunge and lower body stretches for your hips. If you have any questions, like we said, just throw them out to us at wildernessathlete.com, and hope you enjoyed it.